probably see Jerry's abseiling down. We went about halfway up and the rock was just greasy. It's starting to, there's moisture in the air and it is blowing a hoolie up there, so we decided just to abandon it halfway. Means we'll be able to come back and do it again, but you can probably see, I don't know if you can make out the cloud wisping by, but it wasn't very nice up there. Happy?
Yeah, I'm not happy to come down, but you know, I think
Oh, it's peeing it down. Oh man. Right, hello. I thought I'd start this video in a similar vein to, well, you'll see, hopefully if you've seen the previous video that relates kind of to this video, we've got some unfinished business. Yeah, let's get going and I'll report back later on, and yeah, I'll either see you later on or I'll see you tomorrow because I need to concentrate my driving. First stop's going to be Costa for a big coffee. Right.
It's getting a bit much, so now to be able to...
Right, off we go. So the first stop was indeed Costa, and I got my coffee and started to make my way through the rain and northwards bound towards the Northwest Highlands. But after a wee bit of time the clouds started to clear and oh my god, the sunset that Friday evening was absolutely spectacular. Just a shame I wasn't up a mountain to capture it. Right, it is 5 to 11 and that's me reached my destination. I've been in to see Mark and Cherry, I've met with them. I'm absolutely cream of crackered, I'm knackered. We're going to get up early tomorrow. I'm in the Isle of Skye, so I'll give you a wee indication of where we're going tomorrow. Looking forward to it, but I'll bring you back in the morning. I'm absolutely, yeah, knackered, so gotta hit the hay and I'll see you guys in the morning. Right, bedtime. An early start saw us away by 7 AM in the morning, and we were driving round to the start of the climb, which was in Glenbrittle, but things were looking good and the sun was shining. Ooh-wee. Hi, good morning. Hello. And we, the team has assembled. Avengers assemble.
Self-assembly.
And you might be able to see behind us where we are. We're in the Cuillin, aren't we?
Yeah, the cuillin.
So we're back in the Cuillin, unfinished business. Well, we've done it a few times before anyway. But,
yeah, we just...
But just to be safe, we brought Mark with us. He's going to look after us today.
We're going to beelie off him.
Yeah, we're going to beelie. Use Mark as an anchor. So we're going to go up to the Inaccessible Pinnacle. It's autumnal, isn't it? It's very autumnal today. It might be a bit blowy up there, so we'll assess it when we get up there. But in terms of clarity, at the moment the skies are blue and
yeah,
things are looking good.
And I'm totally clear of thought, so yeah. Lots of clarity.
Indeed. Shall we go?
Right, less hilarity, more clarity, let's go.
Right, so we're making our way up Sgurr Dearg, same route as we did the last time, just up the nose. What a morning, look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Views out to Rum over there, and yeah, it's a northerly wind, so I think it's going to be quite clear, but the clouds are fairly moving by. If I spin round you might be able to see them over my shoulder on the ridge. They're most slowly passing the top, so it might be quite breezy up there. So yeah, let's crack on a wee bit further and we'll report back in a wee while. Look at this. Wow. Right, we've just come up to the top of the first wee peak behind us. There, now we can see, I'll get Jerry and Mark in behind us. We can actually see the top of the In Pinn now, it's clear, which is good news.
Yep.
No one on it. No one on it. And over Jerry's shoulder, it doesn't look great over there, Jerry.
Ah, fantastic. It's very contre jour. There we go. Sgurr Alistair. And
it's the highest point in the Cuillin Ridge. It's still just in the clouds scudding by there. So.
Corey Lagan.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, we're keen to keep going because we'll be first. Well, I don't know if we'll be first, but there's a queue of folk behind us, so we're not going to lose our place.
No.
Go. So let's go. It's going to be a busy place. Away. Let's go. Look at that. Wonderful. Right, here we are. So you maybe remember us at this position the last time we were here. You can see it behind us, the Inaccessible Pinnacle. can actually see it today, which is good. And Jerry and Mark are going to be, we're going to get geared up here, head down, head on up there, and then I'll maybe report back at the top. So I'll speak to you now. Wow, what a place. So look at this. Wow. Right, that's us at the bottom of the In Pinn. Jerry and Mark are fighting over which pitch they're going to do. As long as they haul me up it, it's fine, I don't care. I don't know if you can see it, get a good angle from here. Let me just go over here a wee bit. Yeah, see somebody, there is one party on above us, though you won't see them. But it is very, it's a shark fin of a rock, it's fantastic. So, right, I'm going to put the big camera away and yeah, let's get climbing up the Inaccessible Pinnacle. Whew, right. So Mark led the first pitch. The Inaccessible Pinnacle is usually done in 2 pitches, and it's about 160 feet or 50 metres in length, and it's a wonderful place. So Mark headed up, and you can see the clouds were fairly scudding by, and it's an exposed rock fin, that's for sure. And unlike a lot of the cuillin mountains, the Inaccessible Pinnacle is actually made of basalt, which is particularly slippery when wet. One of the reasons we didn't bother going up that previous attempt when it was blown a hoolie and slimy and damp. Up we went, and I usually say the 360 camera distorts things, and it does a wee bit, but it's still a very, very exposed place to be. Anyway, we soon reached the midpoint, and then Jerry led on the second pitch, heading towards the summit of the Inaccessible Pinnacle, which sits at 986 metres, making it a Munro. It's generally accepted to be the most difficult Munro in terms of technicalities. You do need to climb up it, as you can see, to reach the summit, and Hugh Munro himself never actually summited the top of this, so yeah, it could be described as the hardest mountain in Scotland. It's certainly the most technical Munro to get to the top of. And it was first climbed in 1880 by the Pilkington brothers, who had been guided up by, I think, John Mackenzie. And just across and behind In Pinn is Sgurr, which is named after him. Anyway, up I went, and Jerry's gear was good. You can see me trying to get it out there. And the shark fin of rock just continues and continues. It's a wonderfully exposed place, and perfect on a day like today. What a day. Right, you can stop the camera on the phone. There's Jerry and Mark there on the top of the Inaccessible Pinnacle. Hey! It was a bit airy coming up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
yeah, always catches it. Cold. Jerry's got cold, a bit chilly. So. Yeah, so we're just, Jerry's just setting up the abseil, and then I'll report back over there from when we get down. And yeah, fantastic. Look at this. Look at that. What a place. Woohoo! Right. I'll speak to you now, you will. Okay. You're on video. So Jerry said I know first, he's going to head down. It's generally the done thing to do is to abseil off the In Pinn once you get to the top, and Jerry went down first and rigged it all up as you saw, and then it was my turn to head round and ab off it. And then you can actually climb up the face of it this way, but it's much more difficult. It's a V-diff. But anyway, down we went. It was lovely. Once I'd got back down on terra firma, it was now time for Mark to abseil down, and down he came, showing us how to do it. as you can see, that's In Pinn behind us, and I think we timed it well. It's 11 o'clock now, isn't it?
Yeah, we were abbing off just after 11.
Yeah, I tell you, it was a biting wind up there again. Nothing like it was when we were here the last time.
And the rock was dry, so what a difference.
I really enjoyed it, so yeah, absolutely fantastic. So there's a few folk coming up now, so we're just going to get our stuff ready and we'll report back later on.
And there's an absolute procession coming up the hill now.
It was indeed getting very busy, but we'd timed it pretty well. It was still early at this point, but behind the camera that you can't see here, there must have been a party of about 12 guided people heading up the In Pinn, and what a day they had for it. So we headed off in the sunshine in no particular rush. It was just fantastic. Skye is just one of my favourite places. So we headed down, still a bit of care is required, some easy scrambling on the way down. We just went down the way we'd come up, and before long we were back at the car park. Oh, right, we have now arrived back at the car park. That was good fun, wasn't it?
It was super fun.
Yeah.
Cracking day out.
Bit better than the last time, isn't it?
It was great. The weather was superb.
Yeah.
Good company. Met some nice people on the hill.
Yeah.
And
Your yellow trousers got mentioned.
Yeah, the yellow
as
trousers.
always. Mind you, he was spotted eating a pork pie, just for the record.
No, no proof. I need proof.
It was, and I'll tell you, because you're a pork pie, I don't know what you would call it, traitor, I'm going to move into the yellow trouser brigade.
I don't know about that. I need proof. I need
We'll
proof.
see. Yeah. Coming soon, yellow trousers. Mark's got his thumbs down for yellow trousers.
Anyway, so yeah, better than the last time. Good fun. Really beautiful day, wasn't it? So
Fantastic.
and don't believe them when they talk about me eating anything but Scotch eggs. I can even taste the egg now. I think there's only one person that can carry off yellow trousers anyway, and it's not me.
We'll see.
Anyway,
We'll see.
Is it going to decline?
Yeah. On
that's
that
getting-
fashion bombshell,
Yeah.
we'll go. Stay classy, Skye.
it's got to be Skye. We said to stay classy, Gillian Brittle the last time.
Yeah, just stay classy, Skye. Just stay classy.
stay classy. Right, see you later. Let's go.